Isaac on the side was a little surprised. He whispered to Charlie, "Mr. Wade, the Kevin family is in Eastcliff. It is a second-class family. The overall strength in the Eastcliff can be ranked 6th or 7th. It's a far cry, but their family's assets add up to 5 or 600 billion. The Song family is just in the early 100s. It stands to reason that the Kevin family should not look down on the Song family, knowing why their young master came here." Charlie smiled indifferently, and said, "Although I don't know the specific situation of the Kevin family, with the strength of the Kevin family, in a place like Eastcliff where the dragon and the tiger are hidden, it is really difficult to go further. What do you think they will do if it is advancing?" Isaac thought about it carefully, and said, "If there is no way to go locally, then it can only spread to the surrounding areas." After speaking, he asked in surprise, "Mr. Wade, do you mean that the Kevin family might want to develop in Orus Hill?" Charlie smiled and said, "Orus Hill is just a springboard, and the Kevin family must have realized that this time is a good opportunity for southward development. Because the Wu family has given up the position of the first family in Orus Hill, the key now is who will be the first family in Orus Hill. Although the strength of the Song family is slightly weaker, it is not without a chance. If I were the custodian of the Kevin family, then I would definitely find a relatively good family in Orus Hill, and then unite with him to help him become the first family in Orus Hill, and at the same time let him be loyal to myself and become his external power. In this case, I have already extended my tentacles into Orus Hill, and at the same time have laid the foundation for Orus Hill." Isaac said, "Mr. Wade, I understand what you mean. It seems that this is the case with the Kevin family. It should be because of the Song family and want to cooperate with the Song family." Charlie nodded. "The Kevin family is here for Miss Song's birthday party at this time. I guess they have deeper thoughts, and maybe even want to marry into the Song family." Isaac frowned and said, "Mr. Wade, if the Kevin family is married, they may not be able to look at the Song family." Charlie smiled and said, "The key depends on the status of Mr. Kevin sent by the other party in the Kevin family. If he is the eldest son of the Kevin family, then the possibility is really small, but if he is just one of many descendants, and it may be the one who doesn't show up very much. If he is sent to marry Warnya, the Kevin family is not at a loss, right?" Isaac thoughtfully said, "According to what you said, it is indeed not a loss. The Kevin family seems to be quite prosperous. Among the young children of this generation, there should be 6 or 7 males." Charlie said, "This intermarriage is like TNG's horse racing. The opponent's overall strength is stronger than yours. It doesn't mean that each of his horses is stronger than your best horse. Maybe his inferior horse is not as good as yours. Wait for the horse." Isaac nodded again and again. "Mr. Wade, what you said is very reasonable, I have been taught." Charlie waved his hand and said with a smile, "You have been cultivating in Orus Hill for many years. I believe you can understand this point. Even if you don't want to understand it for a while, you can figure it out clearly with a single sentence." At this moment, Paul, who was doing nothing with a wineglass not far away, really looked at Charlie with admiration. He felt that Charlie had refreshed his impression of him again. Because he didn't expect that the entire upper-class people in Orus Hill would even respect Charlie. The one who followed Charlie and whispered to him at this time was the spokesperson of the Wade family in Orus Hill. Even he is so respectful to Charlie, which shows how much influence Charlie has in Orus Hill. At this time, someone in the banquet hall suddenly shouted, "The third young master of the Eastcliff Kevin family is here." This sentence caused an uproar in the entire banquet hall. The Eastcliff Kevin family can rank in the top 10 in Eastcliff's strength, with total assets of more than 500 billion, a deep family background and superior strength. In terms of asset size alone, the Kevin family is at least 5 times that of the Song family. The third young master of the Kevin family unexpectedly came to Orus Hill to attend the birthday party for Miss Song family. This made everyone feel an unusual taste. Some people even exclaimed, "Does the Kevin family want to marry the Song family?" Some people also said, "It is very possible that Miss Song is so beautiful, so temperamental, and capable. But in the eyes of Eastcliff's big family, she is definitely a good daughter-in-law." Isaac said to Charlie, Mr. Wade, the third young master of the Kevin family, is actually quite good in the Kevin family. Charlie asked with great interest, how so? Isaac explained. The Kevin family had 4 males in the previous generation. Each of them has at least 2 children, and each of them has a son. This third young master is the only son of the second child of the Kevin family. Third, but strength and influence can be ranked second. Charlie nodded and said with a smile, "It seems that the Kevin family wants to use their middle-class horse to fight the Song family's superior horse." Isaac smiled slightly and said, "I think Miss Song may not be able to see him." Charlie asked curiously, "Why did you say this?" Isaac said earnestly, "Mr. Wade, you shouldn't fail to see it. In Miss Song's eyes, it has always been shining to you, a man. I believe Miss Song must like you very much. Get up, let alone the third young master of the Kevin family. Even if all the young masters of the Kevin family add up, it's not as good as you in case." Charlie waved his hand and said, "In the future, please don't say anything like this. Miss Warnya is not yet married, and I am a married man. If you say this kind of words, it will affect her reputation." "Understand." Isaac nodded and said, "Mr. Wade, don't worry, I will also tell you that.